This is a video that was taken during the helmet drop competition at Princeton Community Middle School. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to calculate the drop velocity. It's a crude measurement, but we'll take a look and show you how this might be done. So the first thing I'm going to do is just play the video, just so you can see what it looks like. So basically what I've done is I've trimmed off the beginning and the end of the dead time, so we've just got the video. Now what I'm going to do is I've taken this video and loaded it into Movie Maker, and I'm going to drag this over here to the left so we get to the start. Now what you can do is this button right here is called Next Frame. I'll just keep clicking that until I get to the top of this fence right here. This fence is 76 inches from the ground because I measured it one day when I was there. So I know that I'll be able to measure the time it takes to get from the top of the fence to the ground. So here we are, and the time is at 0.54 seconds. So we'll just record that, 0.54 seconds. And each time you click this, it advances by about 0.03 seconds because it takes 30 frames per second. So each time you advance it, it advances another 0.03 to 0.04 seconds. Okay, so there it hit the ground right there and hit the ground at 0.71 seconds. 0.71. So if I subtract 0.54 from 0.71, that is 0.17 seconds. So I have the two things I need, 0.17 seconds to drop 76 inches. Now I've switched over to a spreadsheet that I created to do my calculations for me. The first cell here, B2, has the time from the top of the fence to the ground. Remember we calculated 0.17 seconds. The fence is 76 inches high. And if you take the distance and divide it by the time, you get 447 inches per second. That's the velocity. Now one of the things you can do is you can put it in other terms. So what I've done here is I've converted it to miles per hour. The conversion factor that I looked up, 1 inch per second is equal to 0.0568182 miles per hour. So if I look at the calculation here, it's just B4, which is the velocity, times the conversion factor. So that gives me 25 miles per hour. As you can see, the velocity isn't that high and might really be typical of what would be sustained on a football field if two players collided with each other. The next calculation here is just meters per second. If I take 1 inch per second, which is equal to 0.0254 meters per second, I can calculate meters per second. So if you look at this, I take B4, which is the inches per second, multiply it by 0.0254 conversion factor, and I get 11.4 meters per second. So there you have it. Pretty simple calculation. It's somewhat crude because we don't have better precision. If we had a camera that would take more than 30 frames per second, we could get a better reading on the velocity.